Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing like a Miffy inspired set. So this is the colour I'm going in with. It's like the only way I can describe it is like strawberry milk. I love it. I love this colour so much. So I'm going from the cuticle to the free edge, and then in the next coat I will go from the free edge to the cuticle. Next I'm going in with the nudie beige colour, and I'm going to do 2 French tips I think. I will go ahead and use my milky white nail polish that we all know I love. And that is going on the remainder of the nails. I've decided to add a very sheer coat of the nudie pink on the beige coloured nails. These are now the nails. On the thumbnails I want to do some kind of glitter. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, if I'm honest. I don't really know what glitter I want to pick up. I'm deciding between this Can You one, which I think is in the shade 01. The little thing is unfortunately gone. Or this colour from Gel and Gel, which is in the shade 048. I think I'll go for this one, and now I'm not going to magnetize it, I'm just going to have it as like a faint background colour. I'm just applying a thin coat of this. I've gone ahead and wiped all of the nails. Now I'm going to go in with the matte top coat. And with this, I just want to create that aura effect with the eyeshadow. This nail set is already turning out so sweet. It's like really pretty and pink and coquette, is that right? I'm not really on top of all the trends. So I'm going to go ahead and go in to some different coloured eyeshadow palettes. I want that aura effect with a nice bright pink in the middle, but not too bright. I want kind of like a soft bright pink. Hopefully that makes sense. So in with a clean brush, I'm just putting some pink in the center. As you can see, it is like that baby pink, but not too pale. I definitely want pastel around the edge of it. The next thing I'm going to do is the French tip nails. I'm just going in with the Model 1's white nail polish that I always use for French tips. I find this works great. I'm putting a relatively hefty amount on there. In my Set Me Free Part 2 video that I will just link up in the card somewhere, I showed how I did this. I would do this again, but not as detailed. But firstly, I just do a line across where I want the peak of the French tip to be. Then lining up the center, It's a lot easier if you're using an almond or a stiletto nail because the point is always going to be the center. It's a little bit more difficult on a square or a coffin or even a more rounded nail, just because that peak is a bit flatter. Then from there, going down either side and just rounding that off a little bit, just like so. For this nail set, I do want a kind of a deep French tip. I don't want it to be too close to the free edge, just because I'm going to be putting some 3D gel over the top. So I'll just fill that in. This is what we have so far. As you can see, I've done the French tips and I did put a coat of the Milky White nail polish on the middle and pinky nails just to kind of soften that blend. I'm stalling creating Miffy because I've never made Miffy before, so I'm a little bit scared. So I think I will go ahead and actually use that gel and gel nail polish all over those nails again, just to create that nice glittery color. I might also put a different glitter in the center. This is what we are working with. I think it's turning out really cute. I really think it's very like pink and princessy and very sweet. Definitely a nail style that I don't do all that often, but I really love, and I think it's really pretty. I think next I am actually going to make Miffy. So I will be using the Yogo Milk Jam 3D clay gel. This stuff is really cool. I did actually tip it on its side in my drawer, so it's looking a little bit funky, but as you can see, this is like putty. It's like Play-Doh or blue tack, but a lot firmer than that. Definitely when you are working with this kind of stuff, please use gloves. This stuff does stick to your gloves, whereas some of the other ones don't, but I do want that kind of transparent effect for Miffy. I want it to be like a softer white compared to some of the other gels that I have that are a lot harsher of a white. You could also use a carving gel like this. Now this one is a Milky White carving gel. I've never actually used this and I'm always a little bit scared too, so I don't think I'll use that today. I'll just stick with what I know, but definitely in the future I want to try this because I'd forgotten I had it, and also I think it could be a great way so that you don't have to use the 3D clay gel. Grab a little bit of the putty. Now I'm not sure how much of this I want. I would like a fairly sizable Miffy. Maybe that much, we'll see. And the best thing I find with this one in particular is just to put it on the back of my hand. Now which way do I want it? Do I want it this way or do I want it that way? I'll do it this way. I like to do my nails this way. It's kind of not very common, I've seen. Just because I've never looked at my nails that way when, obviously for photos I do, but in everyday life, I don't want other people to see my nails. I want to see my nails. Obviously if people want it the other way around, they can just message me and I happily do it, but I like to see my design. So I think I'm going to do that for myself today because I want to see Miffy. So that is Miffy's face. Oh, my thing's upside down. That is Miffy's face so far. Then with the other half, we'll go ahead and roll it into a little sausage. Cut that in half again. And do my best to create the ears. I'm not sure if these are going to look like Miffy's ears or if they're going to look a little bit more like Cookie's ears, but I will try my best. So I think they're a little bit more sensual. Okay, I think I'm happy with that ear. I'll do the same. Do the same with this little ear. And what I'm doing is I'm just rolling it into a ball, and then one side I'm putting more pressure to create a bit more of a teardrop shape, I would say. Then with my finger, getting the gel. I think Miffy's ears are a little bit more oblong rather than rounded, but I kind of like a little rounded bunny ear, so even though it isn't quite Miffy, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that now. I'm going into the Model 1's nail polish, and this is just the black colour. I get the pack of the black and the white and they serve me quite well. I just need a little bit of that. I'm using this very, very tiny dotting tool. This is also a Model 1's collection. I think the face is a little bit lower than I think. One. Apologies, that was completely off camera. I just needed to get it very close to my face, but I think that's quite cute. I might add some blushes for the cheeks as well. I don't think Miffy has blushes on her cheeks. However, I would like to have a little bit of blush. Putting some fix gel down first. Then I have a really sweet little heart charm that I want to put close by. Just a few of these little pearls I think look really quite sweet. And I am putting kind of a thick layer of fix gel on, just so that I know everything is going to stick well. The pinky nail is going to be very similar to the middle finger, just with not a lot going on in comparison. I don't want to overwhelm it and make it too busy. However, I'm just going to put another layer of fixed gel on, flour, some rhinestones, and a couple of pearls. Finally, on the rhinestone front, I'd like some around Miffy. So I just want a few very small pearls and things. Finally, I'm going to do the 3D elements, so I will be dipping into my Crazy Top Thick gel. Apologies if this sounds a bit weird. I'm now doing a voiceover, but this is my Miffy inspired nail set. It is on the shop under the Sweetest Little Bunny. Obviously, I didn't want to call it Miffy. It is slightly different from Miffy as well, from like the rounded ears and things. But I do hope you enjoyed this nail set. I absolutely loved doing it. It's one of my favorite ones I've done. I think just because it's so different and pink and sweet and pretty, everything like that. So I really hope you did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day.